Dadgummit. I wanted to share it before we started. I don't have my tea or anything. Not that anybody will show up because I've got a bunch of fat elephants. And I'm not meaning Republican or Democrat. I'm just saying elephants, like the elephant in the room. But there's like dozens of them. And they're sitting on my YouTube channel. And now I get the whole story. So I'm ready to talk about it a little bit. And I have been unable, welcome, to live stream for about 2 weeks now, since I did a 46-hour live stream, only because some elephant took my end stream button. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Now, the story is going to go on, as it always does. And like I said, I never came here to be perfect. I never came here to be popular. I never came here to kiss anybody's ass. And now we're at the end of a 5-year hellacious kind of an engagement. I mean, people make fun of it and make cute little romantic movies, but, you know, supposedly the day is today that this big news breaks, while tomorrow never comes in the background. And it's amazing to me that we have a huge Twitter war today going on, and people are acting like they always knew there was more than one Trump. And like I see it, it's just all these herds of people that have been in collusion with one another now having to backtrack because they not only walked away from me and grabbed my boob and said my life didn't matter. So it's something way bigger than we expect, isn't it? This is Mr. A.P., the international man of whoop-de-fuck, Adam Presley, over there squawking and a-singing. I'm glad it's you that brings your sweet avatar to my room this morning, Nikki. I've always been as careful as I can my whole life because I knew how dangerous it was for me to speak while these people were coming after me year after year, coming in the avatar of friends, family, even teachers. But the teachers were always kind. And I guess if I had to think about those three groups, you know, the family, the friends, and the teachers, that the teachers were the kindest. People think that's sad. I don't know. I mean, I think as long as there's someone in your corner that's honest, it's so much better than having a legion of fake jerks, isn't it? And as we roll into today's show with my careful conversation, like I was saying, there's these elephants that have taken over a verified channel of mine that I've had since 2014. And so, you know, the good point is, and I'll tell you this, Nikki, and it's the truth. On one side of this twin ordeal, I say to myself, you know, this is great because so many of these nefarious people have been knocked out and can no longer stream. But on the bad side, see, they still do stream. They stream through my verified channel. And the whole thing was a setup that goes back to this illegal Ferguson server in 2013, before I ever even came online. And that'll lead into all the political hoopla, let's say. But back to the good side. They needed to have a legitimate, verified, factually based testimony of the horse shit that has gone down since I came online in August of 2014. And to see the decline of our world since then is nothing that should be made a fun of. It should actually be treasonous. And I know I speak with all sorts of authority and people don't like that. But if you really want to be what is classified as either an American or proud to be from the land of your birth. So for me, that's somewhere between Scotland and England. You have to be proud of the places, even if you've never been there. You also have to be proud of those places, even if they are ghettos and pathetic. They're stage cities, see? And while everybody focuses on Seattle or California or New York, it's all happened to me here in Ferguson, which can be verified through history. And oh yeah, this is a stage town. And it's the place of a matrix portal. And it is spell cast on like in a bad fairy tale. And that really is how life works. People always had to marginalize it and turn it into these pretend stories to rewrite history. And you think, wow, I mean, surely these would have to be the people that won the wars down through time, and also the people that acquired the booty of said war, whether it's minerals, whether it's gems, whether it's money, whether it's power, or whether it is to disseminate an indigenous group of people by bringing in what you would have to call cross-pollinators. And a lot of the time, these groups come with trauma and prejudice and hatred. So as the interbreeding happens, well, we see a lot here in America, for example, I'm sorry, is obese, ignorant, inbred Hoosiers. People make fun of it all the time. Look at Missouri, it's a cow town. Let me go get my tea. Be right back.
6'6", stood on the ground, weighed 235 pounds. So that child he's by love.
The channel that we're on, like I've said too many times, is Mr. A.P. He's quiet. Very seldom does he communicate with his chat. They always ask him, where have you been? How are you? We appreciate you. And thank you for sharing pictures. Well, they could go live on us at any time.
He loved the splendor of RCA of Victor. Went back to Sun Records. Okay. See this? It's called the Crane. I mean, I just thought I'd say it too.
He's run my channel all along. I just don't know if this is really
6'6", stood on the ground, way too
the channel or if they're live, and it's really always hard to tell. I've seen way more hate.
Look you in the eye and never back. So him cry like a little bit because of love. Can't see it with your eyes.
But whoever has been loving has far outweighed all the haters. So I can't deny that.
Just think of love. They can lift you up, they can put you down, take your world.
I mean, you can tell he's kind of a fucking cheeseball, can't you? I'd like to know how many Elvis fan people remember most of these songs, because Elvis only recorded somewhere in the neighborhood of 450 with the logistics. But Mr. A.P. has got over 925. And people want to make it like he's a thief. I mean, how ignorant can people be? It's almost like this political thing.
And if that isn't
If you embarrass me too much, I'm going to turn my fucking rocking chair around. You don't know how easy it is, do you? To run a World Wide Web with about 24 players, always talking fucking shit.
stood on the ground, weighed 235 pounds, so that John went from by love. Was the kind of man to gamble on, look you in the eye and never back.
You know, Elvis's persona knows all about Tomorrow Never Comes and the 16th and Never and June 19th and fucking the end of the world on June 20th. I don't believe it. I believe the soulless people are done. I believe they always had sealed indictments. I believe Gitmo is code for Get Missouri. Fucking smash him to the ground and kill that redheaded bitch. Either that or they need her for something. What do they really need me for? I'm completely irrelevant in this game, although the TV and the radio communicate directly, and the rest of the idiots that just figured out there's two Trumps don't believe it. I mean, I saw Kelly Ripa on TV this morning, and I saw her look healthy and alive and lovely for the first time in 15 years. And I watched her grow up as Haley on All My Children. So for anybody that tells me that I don't know who somebody is and that I haven't really studied human psychology and life and sociology,
Jump the gym.
this is one of our comedy albums, but I don't know about it.
Sounds like you had to jump.
3'4". It must be his schlong. I mean, C.W. Chandler's is 44.5 inches. What does 3'4" translate to? That'd be 36 inches. Oh, well, 40 inches. And if anybody tells me that I wasn't nice to them when they were hiding behind one avatar, punching me in the head, or stabbing me in the back, or poking my personal bear, oh, and these super soldiers and all been in a prison, and we will talk about Terry Joyce and Randy Moggins and Robert Phoenix and whoever else I choose to see fit today. These bitches don't even use their legitimate names. They make up aliases and throw around copyright strikes. Did Elvis know he couldn't climb the mountain his own fucking self in the 73 satellite concert tour? Is this 3-letter agencies behind the scenes trying to clean this fucking shithole up? I sure would prefer to believe that than to think that everybody's bad and you can't trust anybody.
Tired of the grief and the strife, so tired of working for nothing, just tired of being my wife.
What, the wife of a corporation? The wife of a dead guy.
She took my pride and my joy.
Now see, this is Adam singing Boogie Kitty. Because Elvis was pissed he had to hide his son. Why isn't he singing about Lisa Marie? Yeah, somebody's off and running. Go tell somebody. And I never said Elvis was perfect either. But damn, the people that have disrespected this man. Well, hi, Jessica. Well, welcome to the motherfucking show, bitch. But see, I'm the only sane one up in here that uses my legitimate name. So why don't you tell me something else and incriminate yourself? I've never had a mental disorder. How dare you? You don't even know me. You fake fucking avatar cunt with no face. You want to play? I'm so sick of this gang stalking fucking fake fucks on YouTube that don't have the nerve to show their face or to say their ideas. Oh, they just come in and see, these parasites and these fucking worms and these demons think they can hide out in sacred vessels like me and think you're riding free when I haven't made a penny. What group are you in? 6 degrees of separation. You probably got the fucking mind worm too, because you don't just come in and attack someone. Or do you, Jessica? Fucking, oh, in and out. So yeah, her punk ass. Go ahead, Adam. So I was on Mr. A.P's channel, like I was saying earlier. And so who ran me off of there? Because now, magically, oh, well, they just paused the video. Do I want to continue watching? What else is there to do today? Because there is no talent on YouTube. Except for the fat asses sitting on my channel farting on it. They got that carbon tax, kind of Inquisition kind of fucking alternative media flair, which I find disgusting. I mean, they wind up being worse than mainstream media, don't they? At least mainstream, they were actually truly controlled by a corporation. These guys started up their own LLC and took the old story and ran with it to make their money. See? Let's see what this is. He's wearing a bra on his head. It's Hell Beast in his blue outfit with his smoking hot body, man. This is Glenn Page. Oh, they got the Turner timestamp running. 5 songs from April 9th, 1972, Hampton Roads, Virginia. Click on the time with an S in parentheses, just like I do it, in blue to go to a song you want to see and hear. Susan says the way Elvis goes from a showman singing Hunk of Love to a servant singing gospel just makes me in awe of him. My morning inspiration. Mm-hmm. See, this dude acts like we had lunch together or something. In another lifetime, of course. I just got to watch him on TV, and cry when they took his movies away. See, but the 68 comeback tour, that wasn't Elvis, was it now? I mean, it was. There's more than one, just like Trump. Is any of this clicking with anybody except for Jessica? Confirmation of spirit, Nikki. She's already caught. It's tragic. And to spend so many years trying to help them, no wonder they hate me, right? It's all about kill the messenger, you see. Hide the woman with the evidence and the DNA to do the job. He's laughing over there.
Never missed a cue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change, you acted strange. Why, I'll never know. Honey, you lied when you said you loved me, and I had no cause to doubt you.
He needed me to tell everybody and sit around in the background and wait.
They go on living without you.
I told you, Trump is Elvis Presley's apprentice.
Emptiness all around.
That's why the one has a stick up his carcass.
They can bring the curtain down.
As the Antichrist. Do you guys not get it yet? Where'd Jessica go? Somebody had to fulfill the role, Nikki. It's his big production. He'll send him in under fake avatars to fuck with me just to say what's up.
Thank you. Hey, Uncle.
Oh, he's not asking much.
I ain't asking much of you. Oh, no, baby. I ain't asking much of you. Well, there's a bigger.
Just my life.
Don't be a sticky little mama. It's about the time I have to tell. You can spare a killer too and still a better.
Why don't these men ever show up? Where's the real men in this country? Hello? I'm talking about the entire globe. There are real men. I think these beta boys ghosted them.
Here's a magic one behind. We were high to the top.
Well, there's only something I want. Just two things. Face to face. Without this. I want to see ADEM. And I want to see and communicate with the man I knew in real life and meant something to me. S-H-A-N-E. Shane. Elvis played Shane in the movie, get it? I already know the diplomat. I knew him as a teenager. Nikki, I'm not saying too much. I'm going to be really careful, but these are all things that have really happened, and then I was given back pieces of my life and memories that are dear to me. So, you know, everybody can push off. I mean,
oh, my God.
That's right.
When I know someone
And these fools that didn't believe love and life and God wasn't real. How sad.
I hear the roll. I power throughout the universe display.
Well, you know these atheists just can't stand this stuff.
Wish I could be strong to take me home. What joy shall fill my
They think that they're very flirtatious and sexual with those low tones. And you're telling me all these fans never knew. Okay.
Oh my God, how great thou art. Then sing my song, Savior, to thee. How great thou art. How great thou art.
We don't even know if this live stream will upload.
Then sing my song, Savior, to thee. How great thou art. How great thou art.
Wouldn't it be a trip if these guys are really these black and white twins on the checkerboard of which master do you serve? We were having a talk about that yesterday. A friend, client that I've known for 30 years that comes from that beautiful revival kind of religion that I never knew anything of, but I knew her as a real person that partied, and she knew me as a real hairdresser that knew way too much for her own good, right? She thought maybe she should be in that role because she came from a very faithful church life where my self-church was always inside of me. And, you know, the big question is how will you know when you meet this doppelganger or these entities? And I said to her, you know, really, personally, I already know because I've dealt with them online, but they gave me a clue a long time ago. And it's one of the Elvi. And he does like this. And what the caption is do you know who I am? Now, that's one of Elvis's songs. You got to be kidding me. Already they want to stop the video? Let me tell you why. Because what they're doing is they're putting ads in there. And all these people that are squatting on my channel and prostituting it and making money and burying me and making me so foul that no one to come near me like Jessica. And it's always when you know the game's on. Oh, well, they're starting again. Like I said, we're on Glenn Page's channel. True stereo sound made by Glenn.
Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear.
You know how many times I've told these fools to get back here?
Is your heart still the same? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear. Are you lonesome?
The only representatives that I will speak to is someone that identifies himself with the code name Shane or Adam.
That's it, man. 14 years we're down the drain, boy, I'll tell you.
Tag 2006, he's talking directly at my face. And I'm telling him, bring your dopey face to my face. And he's saying, I don't know how to drive. I'm fucking retarded.
You're not a dream. You're not a dream. You're a woman. I'm not a king. Just a man. Take my hand.
Why would anybody waste so much time to torment a random person? And then all these gals with fake tits and plastic faces are like hitting on these dudes. I don't really know. But you know what Adam quoted from Elvis is, you know, you can't really live up to an image, and that every word Elvis ever sang, he knew by heart, and he knew, and he sang for a purpose, and it was part of his code. And he gave credit to every songwriter. And so do all the Latino authors. You guys want to make a race war. Black, brown, red, yellow, and white. What the hell is wrong with people? I'm telling you, one of these dudes is going to look completely opposite of the other. And somehow, they're going to prove they're twins. And this gal crying in the back, man. What great mind control. I mean, that's just classic. I mean, emotion. I don't mean like I'm going to hypnotize you. I mean, I'm going to make you feel what I'm saying. That's emotion. Or seeing me be tortured and see me cry. That's emotion. Or laughing at me and jacking off while it's happening. Not them. I mean these dork nerd posers. Psyops. I don't even know who they are. And he thinks this is funny because
you'll be so lonely you could die.
that's them. They're that lonely. I've never had enough peace to be lonely. And see, this is what men know. Let me give you some education on our stronger sex. Whatever happened to the gator got your granny? What, right over it? Here's the thing about men. My ex, the Taurus, the father of my children, he could be in a room of people and feel lonely. Now, see, this is different ways that we deal with our life and our stress and our feelings and thoughts. So I'm not just talking to myself or talking to a damn screen. I am talking beyond myself. Maybe my grandkids will get to hear this someday and say, man, why didn't I get to know my grandma? That's why I'm doing this. Because you know what? If the human race is coming to an end, which is what a lot of people really actually projected and believe, well, then you're supposed to, I guess, believe I'm documenting it for children on other realms. Maybe some dysfunctional angels. Maybe a couple wayward demons. These guys have the answers, see? And like I told you, it's not like just the way they worked with this pandemic where New York and California and Seattle were the main players in Texas. So they cover their bases. It's like a baseball game is the way I'm seeing it in my mind. And they are all coming in to implode right here, the Ferguson effect in the Matrix. Because the whole time it's going on here, but nobody pays attention because the squirrels are on the bases. Squirrels aren't supposed to play fucking softball or baseball. I'm a pitcher, he's a catcher. He says he's a pitcher and makes me catch. It's kind of weird, but I was always the pitcher. Always. From the time that I was 7 years old, all the way through my adult years playing softball. That's what I got promised 3 years ago. I've been walking between worlds, documenting the journey, and people mock it.
When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls,
or when people are harassing me in my front yard, firing guns off all night. And what the fuck? You have a parade that nobody can watch. And then here comes July 4th. Whoop-de-doo. And everybody's been shooting fireworks off here since June 1st. I mean, it's a fire hazard, isn't it? And for anybody that wants to mock that I ever doubted this phenomena, oh boy, do I feel sorry for you. Because I have never turned.
sail on,
on this revelation. And if I'm a fool, then I'm a fool. And we all go out.
Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need
If.
I'm saying
They're beyond talented. I mean, how could anybody say music is dead? Or that there's nothing new under the sun? I just don't get it.
Thank you very much. It's so easy. Oh, I wish I
The blonde one is super country. The dark one acts like he's not, but deep down he is. You know how much trouble you're going to get singing this song? What, in Glasscock County, Georgia? By them Godstones, them Georgia Godstones?
For Dixieland, I was born. Early Lord, one frosty morn. Look away.
January 8th, remember? The one that shows up in 68 for the comeback tour couldn't have been born in 1935. I guess they stretched him because he's taller too.
So hush, little baby,
Oh, jeez.
don't you cry.
See, now we got to go back to
You know,
the whole idea about having such a traumatized planet that it breaks up the nuclear family and you don't even get to spend time with them. And if I got to be the one to bear witness to what happens before the destruction of this planet, I'm still proud to be that one. And I was able to change some things and do a few things and accomplish stuff. But no, it's everybody else, and I just sit in the back and wait. And there's no fucking way that you can fake this shit. I don't even know what the hell they're gonna play. And he has them in order specific for what he wants. And then these lunatics come in and go live like we talked about. And I've documented it too many times. So we're talking about how you pass code in a war. Just like back in World War II. And for anybody that doubts that Addison v. Mitchell didn't run good code for the military in World War II and was the assistant managing editor of the Custer Combattier version of a division of the Stars and Stripes coming out of Italy. See, that's treasonous because I can prove it with legal documents and people go, she lies, she lies, she must be schizophrenic. That must be her problem today. And so it's the demons in these people, you see, that attach to us living because they need a host. I wouldn't be any of their hosts. Boy, talk about pissing off the dead living carcasses. He's off tempo and beat. Mr. Telepathy acts like he can't handle this. It makes no damn sense. Thank God you're not a blue avian bluebird, bitch. That's why they made them blue chickens, because they got wings. And it implies that Elvis is a blue chicken because he wore them capes. The next time he stops squawking, I'll get off the phone, seriously, because I can't focus when he's singing, and there's too much going on as far as news and media, so we'll just let this be a concert, and I'll get an order and come out with my boxing gloves on. I do love Elvis music, and I love music, and I don't care if people like it or don't. They play their bullshit.
Thank you. Fantastic. Now that's new, and we've never done it on stage before, so we goofed up. I'm sorry.
You better say confirmation of spirit 49 minutes into the video.
Oh, please, let me go. For I just don't love you anymore. To live life would bring us pain. Release me and let me up again. For I've found a new love, dear, and I will always want it, dear. someone while you're worries me, my darling. Let me go. Juggle. Oh, please release me. Let me go. What brings pain? Worries me, and let me worries me, my darling. Let me go. Okay, thank you very much. I'd like to turn the house lights up, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how you do it.
Now that you've seen me, I'd like to take a look at you. Okay?
This is from Atlanta. I know what this is. Oh no. This is when you did the remote viewing gig with Courtney Brown. Hush. No. This is when they did me through all those exercises, and he was live in Atlanta, Georgia, with Courtney Brown and those remote viewing little sweet girls and his son, and that's the truth. And I knew that he was going to do a part of recordings and go live back and forth. And they had the voice link and they had the mind link, and they were doing all the documentation of the evidence, really. And it was really, really, really obvious to me. And I went along, and that's why I do it so naturally now. It was the first time that really got activated. And, you know, of course, like I've said, Courtney Brown is one entity on YouTube, no different that now they're saying Jordan Maxwell in real life is like a cab driver or something stupid like that. But, you know, here he's a BFD, and, you know, so they're playing with people's names.
Did you water the hosta?
I watered those hostas yesterday that you had just sunk. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Yeah, yesterday I did. But I'm watering with the hose every day now, unfortunately, and getting the parts I have to.
No, the brand new hosta.
I know. The ones that you planted over in the hosta garden.
Boy must have did that. The brand new ones that just came out of the truck.
Oh, no, I didn't see them.
He must have watered it because there were water right there.
Bless his heart.
We're right in your rock garden right there. There's some variegated monkey grass, this much variegated hosta, and blue hosta, and I'm thinning out Sam's front yard.
Wow. Okay. All right. I can garden today.
Oh, I mean, whatever. They're fine.
No, I was going to get outside anyhow, but I wanted to see if I could run a successful live stream because it had been hijacked. But I'll tell you what I did later. I'm not going to make it public because I don't even know if it's working or not.
I usually can't see back there. This is an owl. Wait. Thank you. A bit of an audience. Thank you. Okay. Really great. Thank you very much. Let me drink a little Gatorade and I'll sing another song for you.
And the whole code with the Gatorade.
Wise men say, only fools rush in.
They're live right now. He's playing.
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm so sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love has died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. Satisfied. Little things I should have said, done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
God bless you.
You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely times. And I guess I never told you. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out
How'd that happen, Adam?
because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
what you're doing to me? When you don't believe
This is the one with the big booze bottle that likes to party and run wild.
we can't go on together with suspicious minds.
He'll drink all y'all under the table. and not even be drunk. He's just always nuts. Shove it up your nose. Suspicion in your eyes. Little psycho. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shove it up your nose. Ugh. We can't go on together with a fucked up computer and government. You fucking weirdos everywhere. You don't want to piss this one off. Wait, audio and video in my stream. Oh, stop. I know y'all are playing with me. You got all these other people sitting like 800-pound elephants on my channel that are playing totally copyrighted stuff. And these are the people that are shutting me down, and nobody will address my channel. Oh yeah, Sophia's Emporium that was verified and didn't have all these troubles. Wow, Sony is giving me back stuff that they say, hey, we were wrong. It wasn't really copyrighted. Here, have it back. Oh, and poof, it goes away. Tag it. 10157. This is the kind of gang stalking and cyber terrorism I experience every day. So, for the world and for all y'all trolls and all y'all reptiles running around in used human skin, this real life bitch right here is telling you guys the gig is up. And the network gets it every time. And while YouTube's creators turn into avatars, left ear, as they turn into these avatars and these shilled out people coming into their careers already in the video game and, you know, filtered up and true identities hidden with their little fake names and their paid for views. Maybe this is what they needed to prove to the entire world what's going on with that. And here again, I'm who I say I am, and I care. And I'm sorry if it messed up your Black Panther Party or your KKK rally or your special interest. Life matters.